What is going on, everybody? What a day, what a day, what a day. We will start today paying a little tribute to Mr. Robin Williams, who passed away tomorrow, 10 years. Yep, hard to believe it's been 10 years since a great entertainer. I'm just going to entertainer, man. Passed away. And if you have any issues with depression and stuff like that, you definitely should reach out, talk to somebody. Just talk to somebody. Obviously, there's plenty of hotlines and people that you can call, but just talk to somebody. You know, if you're experiencing depression, it doesn't have to be a doctor. You know, just tell somebody, tell your closest confidant, tell your partner, your best friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, somebody that you're having some issues, because Robin Williams did take his own life. He struggled with depression for a long time and took his own life 10 years ago. If you are seeing this in the video, it was 10 years ago, August the 11th. So, yeah, it's kind of a bummer, man. He was great. He was a great entertainer. A lot of legendary roles you can see in the movie, his movie list. You know, Miss Doubtfire is probably his, to me, his best one. It really shows how talented he was as an actor with a lot of the different voices. Obviously wearing the mask and pretending to be an old lady. Every bit of that was absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's a fantastic movie. Good Will Hunting, also another legendary performance. Dead Poets Society. I've actually never seen Dead Poets Society. I've heard it's fantastic, so I probably need to check that out. You know, if you want to watch a great movie of Robin Williams this week, do that. I might watch Dead Poets Society. Jumanji was also great, so I think I might be leaning maybe to watch Dead Poets Society. Or Night at the Museum. He actually plays Teddy Roosevelt in that. It's a really good one. Patch Adams is an underrated one of his. Aladdin, really. If you've never seen Aladdin in the sequel, he's the voice of the genie, which is pretty, it's hilarious, man. His energy voicing Genie is on another level. I watched that movie a lot when I was growing up as a kid. So. Yeah, you got that. Bicentennial Man was pretty good. Another one I haven't seen of his is Good Morning Vietnam. Yeah, Night at the Museum. Those were some good ones. Let me bring up all of them. Oh, man. Oh, Happy Feet. Yeah, forgot he voiced in Happy Feet. Never saw him, but I remember that. There was some others that he did that I never really watched, and I'm trying to find them. Insomnia. So he did a couple of movies on like thriller, horror, kind of horror type, and Insomnia was one of them. There, I think Photo was maybe another one. I'd have to look it up. Anyways. You got Insomnia. I didn't realize Al Pacino was also in that. And then, come on, extend. Where, I don't know why it sent me all the way to the bottom. Where is Patch Adams? Is a great movie, man. If you want to cry, watch Patch Adams. 1 Hour Photo. This is another one, kind of like Insomnia. He went through like this little, little bit of horror kind of series here of movies and playing different roles like that. 1 Hour Photo is kind of like that. So, anyways, those are some that I thought off the top of my head that I haven't seen. I've always kind of wanted to see, so I might do that this week. Anyways, yeah, Robin Williams, 10 years. You were missed dearly. Be curious what you have to say about things that are going on nowadays. You are missed, my man. All right. What the heck is going on out there? I'm going to refresh the X's. Oh, man. What are y'all up to? What are y'all doing? Here's gameplay of Starfield's upcoming land vehicles. What?
Hold on tight!
Probably is. I wonder if that crash
Hold on tight.
is if that was like Bethesda crashing or the game crashing or what. Hey, what? This is wow. Flux just completed a challenge. Flux just completely changed the AI game. There are no. These are not real. Yeah, I can tell. I can tell that this is not real. Watch the card down here. It just kind of moves erratically. Oh my gosh. All right. Just watch that card right there. Yeah, you can see it just kind of moving back and forth. But my goodness, that is... Man, that is crazy. Outside of that little detail down there, there's some other little minor things, but as far as like how it looks, very impressive, man. Dude, I question if my parents are real. I now question a lot of things. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Could not believe my eyes. Did that dude just kick him in the nuts? Wait, what the freak is going on? Hold on, we're gonna... So, took a bow to the face, foot to the nuts. He got an elbow to the face, stands over him. I like it. the flying punch comes in. The flying elbow. Dude, this is crazy. Was this in the Olympics? I'm trying to see the Olympic logo somewhere. I don't think this is an... Oh, FIBA. Wow. Like, punches straight being thrown now. This guy locked eyes, man. That's crazy. Filipinas. So I'm going to think that's probably Philippines, right? Oh, we're still going. That's nuts, man. That's crazy. So what was... I really don't want to Kamala Harris, Secret Service broke into a hair salon, covered the security camera with tape to let people use the bathroom during her fundraiser. She's a lawless VP, and she will be a lawless president. The owner of the 413 Saloon in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, closed down her business for the day to comply with the Secret Service request. Then they violated her privacy and broke in, where one female agent is seen placing tape over the cameras. Dude, the election cycle's going crazy, man. Dog groomer's amazing. Holy cow. These aren't like costumes. These aren't costumes. These are the dog groomers are basically painting dogs that looks like a fox, a red fox. Don't let that dog out in the country, man. You might get shot. Dog's great. That's great. Oh my god. Hold on, let's just start this over. So that's great. The fish eating the dog. That is awesome. That's a really good one, dude. That's some skill. My dog would never go for this. Obviously, a zebra. Yeah, my dog would never do this. Obviously, I would just have a short-haired wiener dog, so she doesn't grow hair for anything. But man, this dog grooming business is on point. Like, that's how you have fun with your business. That's how you set yourself apart and be different. Don't let that dog out in the country, though, man. It might get shot thinking it's fox. That one looks like Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. Is that a panda? That's actually pretty damn good. Look like a panda. A giraffe. That's awesome. What the heck? Like a leopard? My man has too much fun at his job. Yeah, this guy has too much fun. Dude, that's pretty damn cool, man. That is pretty damn cool. I like how Mark Cuban is complaining that Elon Musk talking about freedom of speech, that, hey, we're blaming you for freedom of speech. Dude, shut up. President Joe Biden is currently slouched back in his at the beach in Delaware. This comes after attending only one public event this week. After this trip, Biden will have spent 40 of his time in office on vacation. Is that really Biden? I mean, I'm not saying it's not Biden, but it could also be his double. It could also be his double. Yeah, it could be his double. I have a hard time believing it's Biden. Nobody has the right to live their lives being protected from offense or from insult or from hurt feelings. It is an occupational hazard of living in a society. If you really can't take it, become a hermit. This is a good time to post this. Who was this and where was this?
My hate may forgot for the privilege.
I'm not gonna listen to all that, but oh my gosh, dude, can we just get to can we get to next week when we get the Gamescom? Jesus. Dude, that's awesome. The repeated attempts to get Zero the ball here. The small kid to run. 10. You don't get it, 10. You don't get it. That's awesome, man. That dude's ecstatic. Dude, even Coach, you're on the court, man. That's inviolable. All right, you two guys, you're out of this.
Oh my God.
He's giving the guns up to the crowd. Oh, man, that's great. That made that kid's weak, dude. That's awesome. That's so freaking cool, man. See stuff like that. 10, you gotta read the room, man. You gotta read the room, 10. Yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. So cool. That's so cool. Alright. Y'all keep drinking the Kool-Aid. Oh, man. Do we this? All right, fine. In 1996, when Bill Clinton visited Mount Rushmore during his re-election campaign, ABC News called it a place where American ingenuity and American creativity came together and formed an amazing American accomplishment. In 2008, when Barack Obama campaigned there, CNN called Mount Rushmore a majestic sight and every president should visit. In 2016, Bernie Sanders campaigned there and said he was humbled to be in the presence of four of the greatest American presidents. CNN described the scene was awe-inspiring. In 2024, Trump visits CNN, called it a celebration of white supremacy, and Trump will stand before two former slave owners on land wrestled away by two former slave owners wrestled away from Native Americans. If you think the media isn't agenda driven, you have your head in the sand. I don't know. I mean, everybody's got their head in the sand. What are you talking about? Of course they do. Bergen Report Harris campaign busted for using fake crowd. Oh, damn. Damn. Do you see that? So all these people on the near ground right here, dang, are not showing up in the plane's reflection. That's pretty good freaking detective work. These people. But you're not gonna fool the internet. Open image and new tab. There we go. Now we're gonna zoom in. Can we duplicate this? Honestly, I think we can because they're really freaking close, and it doesn't really look like they're in the reflection of any part of that aircraft. Yeah, I would probably have to say, looks like they it was AI driven photography or AI made photography to put in those crowds because yeah, someone zoomed in even better. Yeah, you don't see any of that reflection in there. Yeah. Oof. Kind of bad. It's kind of a bad look. Dragon Age, the Veilguard will be mission based rather than open world, no fetch quests or busy work. Not all RPGs need to be open world. BioWare at its best didn't touch open world, so this is good. Okay. Okay. I'll watch the hell out of this version of X-Men. Yeah. Storm looks fire, man. Electric. She looks electric. Beast looks good. That Rogue. Oof. I don't know why Gambit didn't get more love in the Marvel movies. I don't. Obviously, it does in Deadpool Wolverine movie, but it doesn't. It didn't in the X-Men movies back in the day. Dude, that's yeah. Why don't they? I don't even know. Do they even do cartoon version X-Men anymore? I have no idea. Brand new interview. Oh man, in a brand new interview that airs CBS tomorrow morning, President Biden says, "Being president is a great honor. I think I have an obligation to the country to do the most important things we can do, and that is we must to defeat Trump." What? Dude, whatever, man. Get the fuck out of here. There's a lot of things that are a must, but defeating someone else for politically is not a must. Take a look at the first ever gameplay of vehicles in Starfield. Reportedly, this comes with a free update. Do you think this has fixed the issue of slow travel in Starfield? I'll give that a shot. To me, that's not my biggest issue. I like how there's a jetpack. Slow Terry movement wasn't the main issue. Main few issues I had with will be better than not. If you want to do some political shit posting, we can also do that. I am always down for political shit posting. Holy shit, look at this support for Donald Trump from real Southern California. Hold on, is that really Southern California? Stop music. I'm trying to look at license plates. See if this is like really California. That looks like maybe Nevada. I think this smaller truck. Yeah, that looks like California. Dang. People out here really getting down like that in Southern California. Trying to. Bro, you know if California's like that, people are really fucking tired of some shit. Yeah, that looks like California. Okay. Looks like I got a lot of California plates out there. Jeez. There you go. Holy hell. LOL at the ref counting while the medical team is making sure he's alive. Dude, that is nuts. Did you see that freaking flip kick? Oh my god. Damn. Yeah, the ref just like counting. He's just counting. It's like, bro, are you counting till like they mark him as dead? I get it, man. You got your job to do. The medical staff is literally out there. All you got to do is like, okay, we're done. We're done. Dude's out. Man, but that dude, props to dude in red here. Mexico. Sensores. Bro, you see Sensores coming down the street. Do not mess with Sensores down there in Mexico. Do not mess with this guy. Because the ref will come out and count you out. Man, that is a brutal kick though. Very impressive move to get that. Like, he was all in on that kick too. Because he was coming around with on the backside with a kick, and then he was falling to the ground, just like, screw it, I'm going with the left leg, and just got him right in the front. Very impressive. Good on you, sir. Well executed. Making just one public appearance. Alright, whatever. This is the message that will win him the White House. Yeah. Dude. Giver, it's been like 20 years. Nobody would recognize you. Dancing Russian kid meme from 20 years later. In another better universe, Bungie shipped Forsaken, announced the split with Activision, immediately started working on Destiny 3 instead of Marathon. We defeat the Witness in the final shape. The credits roll. The screen goes black for a second, and it says, "Your destiny lies beyond the system. Destiny 3 is coming." Yeah. It sounds like somebody needs to go. Somebody needs to go work for Bungie on their writing development team. Yeah, but that's the thing is like that. You know, their story and what they wanted to say was kind of to go through the Witness thing, and then they didn't know what to do after. Like, they're trying to figure that out, I'm sure, but like, you would have thought sometime over the past like 4 or 5 years they were like, hey, we're just, hey, you know, we just noticed that our script for the story, we don't really have much of anything else, like, lore-wise. Do we want to look past, you know, the Witness at all? Start setting that up maybe just a little bit, or start thinking about it? Screwed up there. Her self-confidence seems high. Has she won a medal? She won my heart. I'd imagine they all have high confidence. How do you feel about the current Xbox dashboard? I don't really have a problem with it. It works. It works. Geralt's voice actor says Geralt will be in The Witcher 4, but The Witcher 4 won't focus on Geralt. It's not about him. This confirms Geralt won't be the main character. Oh, there you go. All right. KFC Gundam is different. Nice. Activision. Okay. Okay. So hold on. So, okay, let's hear this.
You ready for the grossest possible thing that you could learn? Bungie was the way it was because Activision was stopping them from going overboard with monetization. If Activision is the one yanking the chain to stop you from ripping off your players super hard with shitty monetization, you have problems. Remember when Bungie bought themselves out? Remember when they broke away from Activision? What happened to the monetization of the game within 6 months? Go back and look,
yeah.
take off your rose-tinted glasses, and watch what happened to that company within 6 months of breaking away from Activision. Activision was stopping them from over-monetizing. And now what do you have? Layoffs. And everyone mad at one person over it. No. Systemic issue inside of the business.
Talk about the Bungie situation. Damn. Paul Tassi said Activision was limiting Bungie monetization. Bruh, they wanted a full game every 2 years, and the first thing Bungie did when independent was make it free to play, which Activision refused to do. Yeah, I mean, look, obviously Activision, Bungie splitting away from Activision, there's going to be changes, right? You got different people in control, making different decisions. And yeah, things are going to change. Things are going to change. Was there things that were screwed up? Sure. Was there things that they could have done better? Yes. Were there things that they did do better? Yes. There were also things they did do better. So, not doing another game like a Destiny 3 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I think that was probably the smart move. Keep everybody in Destiny 2. That way, because one thing that you had between Destiny and Destiny 2 is you have a split player base. It's harder to monetize, and you got to now spend resources to maintain two different games, right? Because you're still paying for server capacity for Destiny 1. Destiny 1's still a fully running game. So I think there's complications. You can go both ways. I have no problem. I've been very clear on this. I have no problem with game developers monetizing their game, trying to put in different things, but don't freaking complain when nobody pays for things, and because it's overly aggressive. You make things too much. Like, yeah. That's what happens. You try to monetize stuff, and people kick back a little bit because it's a little too much. Fusion Frenzy. Dude, look at these character models from back in the day. Look at these character models. Ripped dude, chesty girl, and this is like cage rollerball thing. They used to have this in American Gladiators, the TV show. Didn't that come out as a game, American Gladiators? I think they did. Good gosh. Never got into this game. Crash Bandicoot. London police chief threatens arrest of Americans over online post, says we'll come after you. Bro, good luck. I've never been to England, but you're not making my case that I'm going to go there anytime soon. Dude, you couldn't do shit. You couldn't do shit. I can say I was going to bomb England. You couldn't do shit. You're fucking police over there. You got enough problems, bud. Keep your problems over there. There is not a damn thing that you can do. Most beautiful female athletes of 2024 Paris Olympics. You know who's not going to be on this list? Any of those trans people, those non-binaries. It's going to be nothing but chicks that I'm not going to look at because I also think it's clickbait. Elon Musk buys the United Kingdom to establish free speech there. That's funny. This is at the Villages in Florida. Standing room only for people who want to get involved. Oh my gosh, more political shit. Dude, political shit. Oh, just so much. Oh my gosh, he's playing Elden Ring on a projector on the ground. Oh, walked past a man playing Elden Ring on the sidewalk in San Francisco. This is the last shred of art and culture left in the city. That is pretty cool. That would be pretty cool to see that walking by someone's projecting onto the ground, or even like a wall, exterior of a building. UK police commissioner threatens to extradite jail U.S. citizens over online posts. Yeah, whatever. Tim Waltz. Dude's a clown. Oh, dude, have you seen this? Saw this yesterday. Crazy. This dude takes a dump. Dog comes over and freaking rolls in it hardcore. Dog rolls all in it. That dude just like not happy. Bro, wait till you even realize what kind of poop that is. That's straight human poop. And that dog getting all into it. Those people are like, good gosh. Ugh. This man just drop it like it's hot. Oh, it was hot. And that dog's like, oh, I'm about it. Oh, good God, no. That's just awful. Oh man, you know what? I hope this woman here, man, I hope she later on sees the video of this. Man, I hope she sees that. Oh, that's a pretty good quote. None of our leaders are punished for lying. Instead, regular people are punished for telling the truth. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm not gonna read all this crap. This is Dick. Dick moved out. Oh my gosh. Parenting escaping when the child is falling asleep. All right. What did I have yesterday? There was some stuff that I was looking at yesterday. So I didn't even know that this game actually existed. Starship Troopers Extermination, which has been out on PC since last year. It came out last year. Oh, you want to talk about political shit posting? This is a video of Kamala's rally in Arizona. Kamala's rally looking like a Taylor Swift concert. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Just a bunch of mindless women with some gay dudes sprinkled in. That's what shit posting's all about. I'm here for you, America.
You go missing for a piece of.
What the? Oh, little sleight of hand, huh? He drops it. Run it back one more time. So hard to watch. It's so hard to catch this one, man. It's hard to catch this. But don't look over here. Look right here. He drops it. It's a pretty good trick. That's how all magic tricks work. All magic tricks. They have the shaboom, the shabam, the shaboom, the setup, and it's like, oh shit, someone fell. And it's like they discard it and then smash, or they do the thing afterwards, and abracadabra, it's gone. It is pretty good. That is how all magic tricks work, though. Oh, dude, check out this Hood Olympics. Hood Olympics is pretty awesome.
Let's go. Let's go. You got it, bro. First in the world. First in the world. Let's go. Oh! Let's go.
Dude's got skills, man.
What the? Yo!
That's awesome, man. Dude, that's great.
Let's go. Let's go. You got it, bro. First in the world.
I want to see more stuff like this.
Oh! Let's go.
In a responsible way. Done in a responsible way.
What
That's
the
pretty freaking impressive, though, man. That is. So obviously he has a background in gymnastics, I'm sure, but man, that is really freaking cool.
Let's go. Let's go. You got it.
Really cool. Here's the trailer for upcoming Doom-inspired Starfield mini quest at Hellgates. Mini quest. I'm not doing this. I just want you to know I'm not doing this. Maybe. I'll say maybe. How about that?
I know. I keep doing
Best rapper alive.
Tupac.
So check out this interview that Kamala does, and the question she's asked, and the interview and the answer she gives.
Best rapper alive.
Tupac.
He's not. You said he lives on.
But not a lot. I know. I keep doing
You said. Listen.
Bro, I think we just figured out who's running the Democratic Party. Like, Tupac's still out there,
West Coast.
and you ain't gonna knock the boss. If the boss is there, then yeah, you're gonna give him props. Tupac is running the Democratic Party.
Girls think Tupac lives on. I'm with you. So Tupac, keep going.
keep doing that. Who would I say? I mean, there's so many. I mean, you know, there are some that I would not mention right now because they should stay in their lane. But others I
I don't know what that means. I want to know who one of those are.
keep moving.
Wow, stay in their lane. Like you in politics, because you don't even know politics that well. That's crazy though. She went Tupac. Did she just pull out just? Oh man, it's someone of the best rapper of all time that I can think of. She really is dumb.
I told him that told them they need to post the guys here. I told him that the Secret Service. I told him that Tuesday. I told him to post guys over here.
I have no contact with the inside.
What? No, we're inside.
Alpha 1, Bravo 1. 50.
I told them to post guys over here.
I wasn't even concerned about it because I thought someone was on the roof. I thought that's how we. Like, how can you lose a guy walking back here?
They were
on the roof.
They were inside.
Why were we not
In the building.
Because
You need a guy somewhere over on the left side. Why weren't we?
Because I thought we were going to post guys over here. I talked to the Secret Service guys. They're like, yeah, no problem. We're going to post guys over here. Told them they need to post the guys over here.
Dude, it is so jacked, man. It is so jacked. All the information that keeps coming out about this, that at this point in time, it's no longer ineptitude. Like, ineptitude, maybe at like the highest level, but there's got to be, even down to the lower level site, site managers, whoever's running the site even. And it's not just like one person. Like, there's a site manager, yes. But there's other people involved. And it's just crazy that these cops, the local cops, told the Secret Service, like, hey, y'all need to put a guy on the roof or over here or something. and they didn't do it. They just didn't do it. And there has been nothing talked. Like the local the site manager and the assistant site manager, they haven't. Nobody's heard from them. They have not been interviewed or talked to or anything. It is crazy, man. Crazy. So, head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, Jordan Newman, in Flight Simulator, you can now exit the plane, walk around. You can literally walk your favorite mountain path in your favorite hut in the mountains. Sit on the lake, see the sunset. Coming November 19th, Xbox and PC. Wow, that's pretty cool. That actually might get me to maybe play Flight Simulator. That was probably the only reason why I did repost that. I'm like, all right, I'll be curious to see your how that is set up. I'm curious. Dang it. All right, so this is a mother's reaction after seeing her son has passed the bar exam is priceless. Looking good. Reading through it. Damn, dude, that's awesome.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, glory be to God. Hallelujah.
Damn, you can tell that there's a lot of effort put in to do this.
God, you're faithful. Oh.
little bro had to throw the thumbs up, man. Awesome. Nah, man, I'm glad he recorded that and put it out there. That's fantastic, man. I mean, that's where you at? Stop. That's the mother's reaction right there. That's awesome. It's awesome, man. Celebrate the wins. Celebrate the little ones. Celebrate the big ones. Sir, go do great things, man. Go do great things. So like we were talking about earlier, this police chief in England, basically, let's just hear what he has to say.
Musk getting involved.
We will throw the full force of the law at people. And whether you're in this country committing crimes on the streets or committing crimes from further afield online, we will come after you.
Talk to me about that, because we have seen some high-profile figures whipping up the hatred. You talked about it in there with the officers, in fact, about this being added to by online commentary. I mean, I'm even thinking of the likes of Elon Musk getting involved. What are you considering when it comes to dealing with people who are whipping up this kind of behaviour from behind a keyboard, maybe in a different country?
Being a keyboard warrior does not make you safe from the law. You can be guilty of offences of incitement, of stirring up racial hatred. There are numerous terrorist offences regarding the sort of publishing of material. All of those offences are in play if people are provoking hatred and violence on the streets, and we'll come after those individuals just as we will physically confront on the streets the thugs and the obs who are causing the problems for communities.
So under terrorism guidelines, they will come after you, even if you're in the U.S. Bro, you couldn't extradite a fucking pencil. And the pencil's the one that writes the bad stuff. Good luck trying that one, man. Y'all lost rounds 1 and 2. If you want to go round 3, we can do that. I replied to it twice. 2 different posts of it. He's an idiot. Yeah, here's more of that. So here's more of that body cam footage stuff, and it's just absolutely crazy. So they're getting up there, and I guess the audio's off on this one, but I don't know why. There's another video out there circling with audio, but apparently he gets up there, and you see him running away now, but he gets up there, and apparently the guy, Mr. Crooks, the shooter, points his gun at him, and that's why he goes running away. And so he's like, then trying to get on the radio. You hear him like saying stuff, and then he comes over to his car. He gets his weapon, and then they're just like trying to.
Jesse, he was right where you picked me up, bro. He was on that left side.
Yep, right there.
I need a shop. Ladies and start in the stairs, the first
I wonder if.
No. He's got a full kit. Yeah, he's laying down, burned out, book bag next to him.
Give me a f***ing hard line.
Most sections over here. Most sections over here. That's why I got Collins up here. But watch out, because he can come right down on you over there. Oh, this is going to drop. Hold. Keep eyes on. Give me a ladder.
No, eyes up.
You know what the crazy part about this is? So a few of these videos of body cam footage that have come out, you see how they're struggling to get on this roof? They're struggling to get on the roof.
Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
What's really interesting to me now you see all this, seeing some of this footage that's come out, is if they're struggling to get on the roof, how did this guy get up there? How did he get up there without getting seen? Oh man, you can see the blood trail. Like how did the shooter? Yeah, you can see the blood trail coming down. How did the shooter get on top of the roof so easily? Like was there help? Did he get help? Did someone take the ladder away? It is very freaking weird now, because, man, how did, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to, like, look in this little area. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand how it was hard to find the way that this guy got up, how the shooter got up there. So it doesn't compute in my head. Like you'd think that they probably went around all those buildings real quick trying to find how they did that so they could get up there real quick. But it took them minutes. I mean, that video is 6 minutes. That was from when like they're trying to get up there to like they're up there and he's dead. I was gonna try and find the part where they do the shots, but it's not a big deal. Crazy, man. And for those people saying, it's fake or whatever, and it's like, well, what better campaign material than there is of it was fake? Like, he set up his own assassination attempt. Like that would be something that you'd want to campaign on. Like, this guy's got problems. He set up his own assassination attempt. And so I mean, I don't know why you would think that's fake. That's crazy to me.
About let's be very clear here.
Give me a sec before we listen to this guy, this douche nozzle. I'm gonna grab a snack. I got the Cinnabon. Dude, I was needing this. Good grief. Whatever. All right, so this is the head of the IOC. Obviously, you can see IOC president, Mr. Thomas Bach, and he actually has already resigned, or he hasn't resigned, but he's going to resign next year. I don't think it has anything to do in relation to this.
Let's be very clear here. We are talking about women's boxing, and we have two boxers who are born as women, who have been raised as women, who have a passport as a woman, and who have competed for many years as women. And this is the clear definition of a woman. There was never any doubt about them being a woman. What we see now is that some want to own the definition of who is a woman. And there I can only invite them to come up with a scientific based, a new definition of who is a woman. And how can somebody being born, raised, competed, and having a passport as a woman cannot be considered a woman. If they are coming up with something, we are ready to listen. We are ready to look into it. But we will not take part in a politically motivated, sometimes politically motivated cultural war. And allow me to say that what is going on in this context in the social media with all this hate speech, with this aggression and abuse, and fueled by this agenda is totally unacceptable.
I think, sir, that you have no idea how science works and how chromosomes work, how DNA testing works. I think you're a clown, man.
Is totally unacceptable.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the one that's unacceptable, sir. Here's a perfect example. Hold on. Before we do that, hold on. Here's a perfect example of why kids can't choose their own gender. Case closed. Stop pushing gender dysphoria on your kids. You're the one with mental issues, not them. Actually, it's very true. Parents are the ones that have freaking this mental health crisis, not kids. And then they destroy their kids because of it. So check this out.
Rather have $10,000 cash.
10,000 cash.
Wait a minute.
10,000 cash.
This. 2 out of the box Oreo cookies. Huh?
Oreo cookies.
Are you sure? That's $10,000 cash. You want the Oreo cookies? Are you sure? Okay, go ahead.
It's amazing how much kids don't know at such a young age, and yet they are being, they're basically being Frankenstein. They're being science experimented on because people don't have backbone, they don't have spine, they don't have a brain, and they allow testing on kids to take place. It's a damn shame. Just a damn shame.
Came by here.
Oh, this is pretty funny. Check.
Hey. Hey. Guess who just came by here? Who? Some guy. Hey, I didn't know him. He said, if you show me your boobs, I'll give you a bottle of wine.
What? Who? Who did that?
I don't know. He was just coming by.
Oh my God.
And he said that.
So what happened? Did you call the police?
No,
What'd you do?
he went that way. Hey.
Hey.
Guess who just came by here? Some guy.
Some guy said, flash me your tits for a bottle of wine, and then points, and then has the bottle of wine. Pretty good. This grandma, my grandma is not like this. My grandma is very much old and crockety. She's not fun like that. But then again, she's old. Check out. So this is so you got a little test on see which one of these the cat's gonna go through. It's gonna be like a knockout system. But which one do you think is gonna be last? That's the question. Those eyes were like, oh, goes over the top before it even go through the small round. Pretty impressive, man. Cats and getting the small spaces. Good grief. Tim Waltz clarifies he's never been to Iraq, but he has been to downtown Minneapolis, which is basically the same thing. Yeah. Minneapolis is the new Chicago. Dude, the underwater synchronized swimming. Very cool. Almost seems like that's in reverse. I think it's in reverse. Yeah, that's in reverse.
After much self-reflection, I have come to the realization that there is one thing very Indian about you, and that is that you became the Democratic nominee without a single vote. Bitch, you pulled the biggest scam of all time. No Indian I know, from the call centers to email phishing, no Indian I know.
This guy's funny.
Has scammed 250 million people. Not bad, Kamala. That's pretty good numbers. If you manage to actually win the election, you will have pulled off the biggest Indian scam of all time. From here on out, your new name is not Camel Toe actually. It is now Scamala. Scamala Harris. Don't act like us. Don't act like us. Don't.
Dude's funny, man. Scamala Harris. From the call centers to the email phishing. Dude, that is some good shit. Dude, if you have never seen this is actually pretty
Oh, you have translation, but, and let me say this in English so you can understand what I'm saying.
I have translation.
No, I know you have translation, but I just want to make sure you get it right. There will come a day that we will see far more radical extremists and terrorists coming out of Europe because of the lack of decision-making, trying to be politically correct, or assuming that they know the Middle East and they know Islam and they know the others far better than we do.
They said, he said, the others.
And I'm sorry, but that's pure ignorance.
Dude, I don't even know who this guy is. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why Western leaders were like, hey, we got to let these people in. Why? Stupid, man. Haha, intelligence. Tampon Tim. That is his name. Oh, dude, this is really good.
Buff. I go far back as Bismarck.
So Mr. It's not a nice guy. I don't know. Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank.
We've been talking a lot about strategy here regarding Harris, and I'm a
And just so you know, my biggest question mark over the past month is, where's all the money she's raised? Where's all this come from? It's super weird. Like, out of nowhere, all this money just shows up for Kamala, who's never been popular. She's never gotten a vote for presidential nominee.
I go far back as Bismarck, Napoleon even. I love Kissinger, Nixon, all of that stuff. Looking for modern day equivalents of what's occurring here. If I can get any edge on policies, what I care about. Now, the criticism that you started your narrative with was, how come she hasn't taken an interview yet? And I'll tell you exactly why. Fundraising is paramount right now, and she is knocking out the lights in low amounts and in high amounts. And so with their strategists last week, they decided they're not going to go in front of any press. They don't have to. They're going to get the euphoria of today. They will dominate the airwaves and social media today, right in to the convention, suck the air out of all the media then, and raise another, hopefully, $200 million. So the game doesn't start on policy until after that happens, because there's absolutely no reason to stop this momentum. And that's a smart move. Now, here's the debate I'm having, trying to figure out the policy issue. And in asking these advisors, there's no way that she can win staying on the left. And they agree, and they know it. Because it doesn't matter about the 40% of the people that hate Trump or the 40% of the people that don't want her to be president. She's already got those votes. He's got those votes. That 20% in 7 swing states, that's everything. And everybody knows you can't tell people in Pennsylvania they can't have rifles. That's a hunting culture there. You can't tell a state like that there's no more fracking. It's an energy state. You can't tell southern states you're going to have an open border policy. What are you going to do in foreign affairs? That's a big issue in Michigan. So we have to figure out from watching policy, when does she move to the middle? And does this pick for VP help her get there? Because that messaging has to start in about 4 days. Because right now, Trump and his team are painting her with such a radical brush that's damaging in the swing states, and it can't go on forever. So she's balancing. Do I keep raising money, or do I get myself into a policy debate on the air on a national network? And I think money first, always money first in politics. Suck every drop, ride the euphoria, then let's deal with this move to the center. And that's when it's going to get interesting. And one last thought. Vice presidents are completely inconsequential. They are irrelevant, as she was 17 days ago. These guys will fade into the background. I doubt there'll be VP debates. It doesn't really matter what they say or the name calling they do in the next 48 hours. Completely irrelevant. You're either voting for Trump or Vice President Harris, and you'll decide as an independent voter and decide the election based on policy. So bring it on.
Everything that he said is basically spot on. And that's why she doesn't talk media questions or anything like that. You don't hear her talk. The only time you hear her talk is when she's doing a statement speech at her press conference, at her venues and stuff like that, her campaign spots. That's it. She doesn't talk about anything political off her outside of her her prepared statement. All right, that was it. That was all that. That was great. All right, what else we got, man? I love it. I love it. He looks her up and down and is like, nah. Well, that's a prank or not, man. That's got to be so demoralizing for her. Whether it's a prank or not. Like, oh, man. Talk about just, man, the way he just, like, eyeballs her. Just, nah. Yeah, man. Don't simp. You don't need to simp. And she go crying. She probably crying for real, even though that might. She probably did run off for real, even though that was a prank. Probably crying. That's funny. Yeah, what were you thinking, dude? Oh, man. You're done. Damn. Oh, so is that actual Kim Jong-un? There's a guy that impersonates Kim Jong-un. So they don't even make a face. Dude, he's trying to get a reaction out of him. They didn't make a face. They don't even recognize him. That's funny. Bro, it's like, bro, we need to go home and we don't want to die. We don't want to be dinner when we go home. What in the world? Holy. Almost lost it there. Jeez. The face. Limphao. Limphao. The doctor face had me crying. What happened here?
When was the last time that you had a period? You don't remember. Okay.
There could be a slight chance I might be pregnant now.
Really? And why do you say that?
I've been craving weird things that I'm not.
Normally craving?
Yeah.
And now you crave it.
Like water.
Well, some of it
I'm
could
craving
be
water.
Yeah.
Bet you ain't pregnant, you're thirsty. You're just thirsty, bitch. Go drink you some water.
When was...
That's the best reaction, man. Is that her
last time
daughter or is that
you
her
had
sister?
A period. You don't remember.
That's gotta be like her sister or
Okay.
something.
There could be a slight chance I might be pregnant now.
Really? And why do you say that?
I've been craving weird things that I'm not.
Normally craving?
Yeah.
And now you crave it.
Like water.
Well, some of it
I'm
could
craving
be
water.
Yeah.
That's that jacked up mentality, man. It's that messed up mentality. Come on. New Doom, the Dark Ages information from the private QuakeCon 2024 showcase was leaked. The game areas are much more open than in previous games. 3 melee weapons, a flailing that allows you to collect ammunition, a mace, and a fist that creates chains of electricity between enemies. A new weapon has been shown, a type of double barrel plasma with 2 barrels connected by a piece of metal. Both cannons fire at the same time. Another weapon was revealed, a single barrel shotgun. The nail gun allows you to mail enemies to the... Oh, nail enemies. Okay, the nail gun allows you to nail enemies to the walls. The dragon and Alton, the big mech, can be played several times in the campaign. Alton fights with his fists and double cannon. He also has his own HUD. When he takes damage, pieces of his armor break off. Alton can perform glory kills. The HUD is reminiscent of Doom Eternal. The environmental narrative seems to play an important role in the game. Okay. Cool. Cool. So, this is an interesting game that I want to keep more of an eye on. Basically, it's kind of like got a Fallout vibe to it. Our new game will have all the RPG stuff you'd expect: stats, dialogue choice, XP based skill ups, and a what if story set in early 1900s America. Early 1900s America. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested to see more about this game. Next game from Dishonored creator Rafael Colantonio is a first-person immersive sim with a structure between Prey and Fallout New Vegas. We favor density over size. Oh, density over size. I kind of like that. They won't tell you the name, though. Probably because they're checking to see if the name's going to meet all the trademark requirements. That's kind of a pain nowadays. Do we read all this? How long is this? I'm not reading all this. What the it looks pretty good, man. It looks pretty good. So yeah, I'm very interested in seeing more about this game. Seeing more about that game later on down the line. Sometime, I'm sure. You don't criticize another veteran? Hell yeah, you do. I'll call out active duty motherfuckers. Fucking Jesse Ventura. What a fucking fruitcake. That dick pic. Send a dick pic. I got a vasectomy 26 years ago, and here's what I noticed. There were no protesters. No one was trying to kill me to change my mind. No unnecessary medical scans, and no 48-hour waiting period. It's like I was trusted to make my own medical decisions. Yeah, it's amazing how that works. You watched Hunger Games and sided with the Resistance. You watched Star Wars, sided with the Resistance. You watched The Matrix, sided with the Resistance. You watched Divergent and sided with the Resistance. You watched V for Vendetta and sided with the Resistance. When it's fiction, you understand, yet you refuse to see it when it's reality you're living in. Wild. He really doesn't know he's Palpatine. I wouldn't really call him Palpatine. I mean, call Biden or Obama Palpatine. How about that? Tim the Tap Man reaction to Black Ops 6 zombie mode. That's cool. It looked okay. Facts, bro. Yes. Yep. That is some messed up ass shit. It's all staged though. Breaking. Team has ordered his team to literally cover up entire levels of venues he's unable to fill with black cloth to make it appear as if there's thousands. No, that's thousands. Dude, it says az.com right there. This is literally the Desert Mound Casino. What? Yeah, Ezra's Desert Diamond Casino. Yeah, this is that your stupid ass bimbos campaign of it. Yeah, because she's yeah, I was gonna say probably because she's a bitch. Yeah. An invention. Oh my gosh. Genius. Redneck engineering. That's redneck engineering. Whatever happened to that guy that used to do redneck engineering? Redneck engineering. Oh, whoops. Redneck engineering guy. What? There was a guy that used to be like, they used to do redneck engineering. Yeah. It's fine. Can't find it. I thought it'd be like easier. Look at this asshole, his fat ass sitting in a golf cart next to his son, calling the... Is that his son? Or his grandson? Calling the vice president a fucking bitch. She is a fucking bitch. Can't wait for his complete mental collapse when he's beaten by a black woman. She's not black, you dumb son of a bitch. That and y'all try to, like, literally shoot this guy. You don't need 30 rounds to hunt. Correct. But the Second Amendment was not written in case the deer turned against us. That's really freaking good. Oh, Jesus. Good grief. Go back. There we go. Thousands of Kamala Harris supporters are in line for her rally in Las Vegas. I'm sure they are. Apparently there was like paid reports of local advertisements like on Craigslist and stuff. Huh. Oh, that's pretty smart. Peelable paper plates. Finally, the real EV. A real EV, the VW bus is back. Took a while to get there. Hold on. This douche nozzle, what is that? This shows how desperate Republicans are to not talk about the issues. They don't want to talk about their tax breaks for the rich. They don't want to talk about their campaign to end women's rights to choose. That's not even one of their points. But hey, okay, you can keep lying. Wasn't the Roe v. Wade overturned during Obama's administration by the Supreme Court? I guess it was. Simone Biles has reportedly made Simone Biles donated $4 million to Harris. That is friggin' stupid. Love you as an Olympian, but that's dumb. I'll send him $4 million. No sleep for 12 days. World record live 24/7. Fading in and out of consciousness. Why would you do that? Like, no. Like, all for clout, I guess. Like, clout chasing, man. Because I want my son to learn the name Trump alongside Judas and Benedict Arnold. Sold out their nation and the opposite of real men. If you do not stop, impact. Police Tonio's ring out. Belfast threatening to shoot families with children outside their own homes. Welcome to 1984. We tried to warn you. Wait, hold on. What? If you do not stop, impact rounds will be fired. Police to noise. All right, hold up.
Is a peace message. The crowd should disperse immediately as force is about to be used against violent individuals. If you do not stop, impact rounds will be fired. This is a peace message. You are causing an unlawful obstruction of the road and ground there. I require you to move so that you are no longer causing an obstruction. Please move now. Failure to move may lead you down. This is a peace message.
We are trying to avoid casualties during this transition. That was from iRobot. Dude. England, man, y'all used to be like the prominent civ, man. Y'all used to be like tippy top. Now you're freaking done. You're freaking done, man. Welcome to 1984. Man, that's crazy. The 1984 had to be my birth year, so whenever somebody talks about it, that's the year I was born. Tried warning you. Tim Walz's daughter helps the homeless. Okay. Tim Walz's daughter helps the homeless. Trump's kids sort coke off hookers after a big day of defrauding children's charities. This isn't a hard choice, y'all. Hold on. We gotta do it. We gotta do some shit posting here. President found guilty. Yep. Hold on, let me see. Hunter Biden guilty. There we go. Hunter Biden convicted of all 3 felonies in a federal gun trial. Pelosi took her son Paul Jr. on his last trip to Asia and to Ukraine. Turns out Paul Jr. is on the board of 2 lithium companies in Taiwan. Her office blocked his name out anytime it was mentioned in official records. Now we know why she went. Looked like another Hunter situation. Ooh, interesting. If that's true. Link's fascinated by hummingbird. Yeah. Hummingbird's like, hey, what are you doing, bud? There you go. This girl got sentenced to 29 months jail for pushing a trash can. Blacks in the UK looted over George Floyd and got 0 jail time. Was they gonna have a different law depending on how dark your skin color is? Yeah, man, sign of the times. Want to see a whole life being changed in less than a minute? This is what it's about. She's a bitch. We know our workers. No rush. It's like your administration. Yeah. Yeah. So funny. We know our immigration system is broken. We know what it takes to fix it. Well, no rush. It's not like your administration is in office right now or nothing. Yeah. America doesn't have a beach that looks that good. It looks like Brazil, maybe? That is brutal. Left American Sniper. Freaking Steph Curry, man. Yeah. They should give him that nickname, American Sniper. That dude assassinates freaking the basket. Nope. I'm not worried about the UK. I don't care. They can say all the things they want. Because they try to freaking come knock on my door and say a goddamn thing like, hey, you're going to the UK. It's going down, buddy. It's going down. Played a quick game of MCC and got hacked on the first game. Someone spoofed my shit, so I get kills by looking at people. That's awesome. That's pretty hilarious. This is how a moderator is supposed to handle the play. Oh.
You experienced in the kind of work that we do?
I think my husband does.
You think your husband does? Is your husband here? Has he had a look at the work? No, he hasn't, has he?
No, I've sent him photos, and he's not impressed.
Right, okay. Well, if you go and have a look and see all the plastering we've done upstairs, see all the installation we've done.
I'm expecting a lot more done for that. I actually want you to. I'm actually paying you to get this finished today,
Mm.
and I was expecting this to be finished, and it's not.
Finished by midday.
Yeah,
It's a 3-day job.
What you gave me was the fact you would actually finish this by midday. It's now way.
No.
It's friggin'. It's just a Karen, but in the UK. I'm not going that far. Oh man, did y'all see that plane? See this plane? No. Plane crash. I'll just search plane crash. How about that? Plane crash. Brazil. That is what we're looking for.
Porra! Caralho, bicho! Que isso, irmão?
Oh, they get over to it. The crazy thing is the plane just looks like it's just floating. It looks like a paper plane that just like ran out of the like initial throw power and just falls down. It's crazy. Never seen a plane come out of the air like that. Not like that. It just falls. Not glides. It doesn't glide anywhere. It just falls like straight down. It's just so weird.
Meu Deus do céu, caiu um avião do meu vizinho!
Oh.
Meu Deus do céu, caiu um avião do meu vizinho! Meu Deus do...
That dropped like right behind their house. They got a nice house though. I mean, look at that railing. That's nice. Use a little pressure wash, but yeah, that's crazy. I've never seen a plane drop like that before. All right. Enjoyed it, everybody. We'll convene again at our normal meeting time in the future. And talk to y'all. What is this Activision stuff? I was 100% on board with spending money. Oh, this thing. Yeah. Greatest shooter of all time. It's gonna be Steph Curry. Damn. Mr. Bean? Hold up. Mr. Bean on free speech in the UK. Whoa.
My starting point... And the third issue relating... my starting point when it comes to the consideration of any issue relating to free speech is my passionate belief that the second most precious thing in life is the right to express yourself freely. The most precious thing in life, I think, is food in your mouth. And the third most precious is a roof over your head. But a fixture for me in the number 2 slot is free expression, just below the need to sustain life itself. That is because I have enjoyed free expression in this country all my professional life and fully expect to continue to do so. Personally, I suspect highly unlikely to be arrested for whatever laws exist to contain free expression because of the undoubtedly privileged position that is afforded to those of a high public profile. So my concerns are less for myself and more for those more vulnerable because of their lower profile. Like the man arrested in Oxford for calling a police horse gay, or the teenager arrested for calling the Church of Scientology a cult, or the cafe owner arrested for displaying passages from the Bible on a TV screen. When I heard of some of these more ludicrous offences and charges, I remembered that I had...
And that's crazy because there was police around a bunch of Muslims doing a prayer in the public street. And they didn't arrest any of them. They didn't bother any of them. They just let them do their thing. So the fact that in that person's business showing, you know, things from the Bible, like, crazy.
Had been here before in a fictional context. I once did a show called Not the 9 O'Clock News some years ago, and we did a sketch where Griff Rhys-Jones played Constable Savage, a manifestly racist police officer to whom I, as his station commander, is giving a dressing down for arresting a black man on a whole string of ridiculous, trumped up and ludicrous charges. The charges for which Constable Savage arrested Mr. Winston Kadogo of 55 Mercer Road were these: walking on the cracks in the pavement, walking in a loud shirt in a built-up area during the hours of darkness, and one of my favourites, walking around all over the place. He was also arrested for urinating in a public convenience and looking at me in a funny way. Who would have thought that we would end up with a law that would allow life to imitate art so exactly? I read somewhere a defender of the status quo claiming that the fact that the gay horse case was dropped after the arrested man refused to pay the fine, and that the Scientology case was also dropped at some point during the court process, was proof that the law was working well, ignoring the fact that the only reason these cases were dropped was because of the publicity that they had attracted. The police sensed that ridicule was just around the corner and withdrew their actions. But what about the thousands of other cases that did not enjoy the oxygen of publicity, that weren't quite ludicrous enough to attract media attention? Even for those actions that were withdrawn, people were arrested, questioned, taken to court, and then released. You know, that isn't a law working properly. That is censoriousness of the most intimidating kind, guaranteed to have, as Lord Deer says, a chilling effect on free expression and free protest. Parliament's Joint Committee on Human Rights summarised, as you may know, this whole issue very well by saying, while arresting a protester for using threatening or abusive speech may, depending on the circumstances, be a proportionate response, we do not think that language or behaviour that is merely insulting should ever be criminalised in this way. The clear problem with the outlawing of insult is that too many things can be interpreted as such. Criticism is easily construed as insult by certain parties. Ridicule easily construed as insult. Sarcasm, unfavourable comparison, merely stating an alternative point of view to the orthodoxy can be interpreted as insult. And because so many things can be interpreted as insult, it is hardly surprising that so many things have been, as the examples I talked about earlier show.
That's the whole, oh man. That's just the whole mental health crisis. Like, don't offend me. I don't want to be offended. And it's like, dude, you're going to be offended by everything, anything and everything in life. Like, everything offends those people. Everything. If you get offended, you get offended by everything.
Although the law under discussion has been on the statute book for over 25 years, it is indicative of a culture that has taken hold of the programs of successive governments, that with the reasonable and well-intentioned ambition to contain obnoxious elements in society, has created a society of an extraordinarily authoritarian and controlling nature. That is what you might call the new intolerance, a new but intense desire to gag uncomfortable voices of dissent. I am not intolerant, say many people, say many softly spoken, highly educated, liberal-minded people. I'm only intolerant of intolerance. And people tend to nod sagely and say, oh yes, wise words, wise words. And yet if you think about this supposedly inarguable statement for longer than 5 seconds, you realize that all it is advocating is the replacement of one kind of intolerance with another, which to me doesn't represent any kind of progress at all. Underlying prejudices, injustices, or resentments are not addressed by arresting people. They are addressed by the issues being aired, argued, and dealt with, preferably outside the legal process. For me, the best way to increase society's resistance to insulting or offensive speech is to allow a lot more of it. As with childhood diseases, you can better resist those germs to which you have been exposed. We need to build our immunity to taking offense so that we can deal with the issues that perfectly justified criticism can raise. Our priority should be to deal with the message, not the messenger. As President Obama said in an address to the United Nations only a month or so ago, laudable efforts to restrict speech can become a tool to silence critics or oppress minorities. The strongest weapon against hateful speech is not repression, it is more speech. And that's the essence of my thesis, more speech. If we want a robust society, we need more robust dialogue, and that must include the right to insult or to offend. And even if, as Lord Deere says, the freedom to be inoffensive is no freedom at all. The repeal of this word in this clause will be only a small step, but it will, I hope, be a critical one in what should be a longer-term project to pause and slowly rewind a creeping culture of censoriousness. It is a small skirmish in the battle, in my opinion, to deal with what Sir Salman Rushdie refers to as the outrage industry. Self-appointed arbiters of the public good, encouraging media-stoked outrage to which the police feel under terrible pressure to react. A newspaper rings up Scotland Yard. Someone has said something slightly insulting on Twitter about someone who we think a national treasure. What are you going to do about it? And the police panic and they scrabble around and then grasp the most inappropriate lifeline of all, Section 5 of the Public Order Act, that thing where you can arrest anybody for saying anything that might be construed by anyone else as insulting. They don't seem to need a real victim. They need only to make the judgment that somebody could have been offended if they had heard or read what has been said. The most ludicrous degree of latitude. The storms that surround Twitter and Facebook comment have raised some fascinating issues about free speech, which we haven't really yet come to terms with. Firstly, that we all have to take responsibility for what we say, which is quite a good lesson to learn. But secondly, we've learned how appallingly prickly and intolerant society has become of even the mildest adverse comment. The law should not be aiding and abetting this new intolerance. Free speech can only suffer if the law prevents us from dealing with its consequences. I offer my wholehearted support to the Reform Section 5 campaign. Thank you very much.
Bro, dude, for those that, if you're young, you don't know who Mr. Bean is, basically Mr. Rogers, kind of, but in England, just a comedian. And, dude, I haven't heard of Mr. Bean in a long time. And the fact that he's got to come out and even talk about this, and what he said in the beginning about, I'm going to use my platform because people that are lower than me don't have this platform. I mean, that's what you need to see. You need to see more people speak out on behalf of, hey, what's going on? Not exactly the right way to go. You know, everybody's going to get offended by something, you know, but there's a few people that get offended by everything. And they call for action all the time. And you can't let that, because that they then push for constant, not progress, but constant censorship. And you know, when something's really going wrong, that's when censorship becomes a real issue, because you know, it could be very much politically motivated. As we all know, here in the U.S., it's campaign season for presidential election time, so everybody is pointing fingers and casting blame, and oh, he said this, she said this, did that, whatever. Mr. Bean's right. Need more speech, and there should never be a limit on free speech. That'll wrap it. Unless y'all got anything, want to take a look at what
when
else?
it comes to the consideration of any
I was just
issue
kind of
relating to
surprised
free
to see
speech.
Mr. Bean was trending. Like, dude, he trending. What? I was kind of thinking he had passed away. That's what I expected to see, but you know, things got real bad. Got real bad with in the UK if Mr. Bean's coming out and making a statement like that. Crazy. See, and it's like this. It's this that a lot of people are like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is this? Like, this isn't Halloween. And the dogs are like, do I go hump that? Do I hump that, bud? Do I hump that owner? It doesn't smell right. Hold on. Did I you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna repost that. Threatened to extradite us over posting memes. Oh yeah, dude, they ain't no fucking way they ain't no fucking way that dude, I'm sure there's probably people in politics in the UK like, why did you say that? What are you doing? It's funny. Alrighty, I'm done, guys. Glad to talk to you. I might be on tomorrow. We'll see. Have a great rest of